It's Crazy Toy World with Steve Savino.
You put it together.
Light bulb not included.
Action figures each sold separately. Some assembly required.
Comes with everything you see here.
Free with 5 proofs of purchase.
Batteries not included.
Details on specially marked packages at participating stores.
You can collect them all.
Here we are today at ToyCon in Parsippany, New Jersey, and it's a real packed-out show here. And we're here on 33 Baldwin Avenue in Parsippany. If you can get a chance the next time that Phil runs the show, it's www.toyconnewjersey.com. Come on down and check it out. And I'll always be here, and there'll be some other celebrity guests here. Probably Andrew Anderson, the Reinforcer, who we already talked about on Crazy Toy World. And now we got, what's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony's here. He's going to show me some fantastic superhero toys from his personal collection, and hopefully I can tell him a little bit of history about them, unless he wants to tell me about. You just picked them up today here?
Yes, I did.
Yeah? Okay. So tell me, which one is this, a Flash?
Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash, okay. And you're talking about, maybe this figure's what, from the late 90s?
I believe so.
Okay. And probably Toy Biz was the name of the manufacturer that's out there, and still going today. And what do you got here?
Kid Flash.
Kid Flash, okay. And what you guys pay on this? 10 for the 3. All right. And you got the original Flash.
Mm-hmm. Barry Allen.
Yeah, from Toy Biz. Oh, this is a real nice collection here, and yeah, I think you did a sweet deal. For, 3 for 10, and this is for your personal. Okay, so you're not looking to sell or nothing.
No.
Okay, I can't buy nothing from you, right? Okay, but you can buy from me. I got plenty of toys in there. All right. Are you watching the new TV show?
Actually,
Flash?
yeah, we are.
How about Gotham?
I haven't started watching that yet.
Okay.
We've been watching Flash.
Flash, okay.
Yeah.
How do you like it so far?
I missed the second episode, but the first one was really nice. I mean, that's my favorite comic book when I was a kid, Flash.
Yeah, they said that that the show pulled in some fantastic views already. You know.
Actually, I love your show too. I watch Toy Hunter. I think it's he does a really good job in it, and it's fantastic.
He does, Jordan, or I do. What do you think?
Both of you.
Both of us. I really do the show. I think you guys do a great job. It's wonderful to see you guys pull out some toys that are hidden that probably people haven't seen for years.
Yeah, usually.
Come on up.
Yeah, come on up here.
Let's get you on the mic.
Okay.
And I think you guys do a wonderful job. I really, it's amazing that I see the toys that when I was a kid that you guys find that are like pristine, brand new.
Yeah, I usually, I'll do, back to back with him, and we go over a lot of stuff before we go into the house and see what they really have, and we check out stuff. I usually go in. I'm usually the hunter guy that goes in, checks it out, but he doesn't want to come into the house. He just wants to be back in the hotel, sleeping, and then he's like, you go on the hunt. You go check it out first, see if it's, if it's what the person really, has and stuff. So I do all the dirty work, and then,
what?
Then I get him back on the episode, and,
Right. But I think you guys do a good job. Like I said, it's amazing what you guys are able to find and the vast of the toy collection people have. You don't realize that toys are that valuable. Like when I used to read, it was a Toy Shop magazine.
Yeah, back in the day. Oh, yeah.
Collecting Figures magazine.
Yep.
I miss those things.
They're gone. Toy Shop is gone.
Yeah.
Toy Collecting. I don't even know if Action Figure News is still out there by Lenny Lee.
Remember, I work for a local utility company, and I remember meeting Mark McKenna.
Okay.
And I was in his house changing his water meter, and he had a Turbo Man doll there on the table.
Yeah.
And my son Christopher had wanted the Turbo Man doll, and I said, "Now we'll get it later from Walmart," and Walmart had it, and then it was gone. And I went back one day, and I saw it somewhere else. It was $200. I said, "Oh, I'm not paying that." I got it. Walmart reissued it. It was $30, and I got him a Turbo Man doll. And that's how, when we went in to talk to Mark McKenna, I was changing his water meter.
Yeah.
And he signed me a figure of Batman that he drew. That he signed it for me personally, and he gave it to me. It was nice. It was really nice. And it's amazing when you go into somebody's house. Like I used to deliver to a company in Pennsylvania, and they They were actually modeling the first Simpsons phone in clay.
Okay.
I saw them doing it.
Wow.
Before it was being molded. It was before it was molded, and
That was Bart Simpson at the time.
Bart Simpson,
Yeah,
right? And I was there
yeah.
when they were molding it.
Yep.
They're first making it for Simpsons phone. I
Wow.
went to the place that was actually making the clay model.
I had him probably a good 10, 15 years ago. I had Bart phones. I was
Yeah.
getting $25, $30 a piece in the box.
Right.
Yep. I used to find them all over, like closeouts at the time.
Right. Matter of fact, I just sold all my pinball machines, and a guy came to my house, and I had all the Beetle dolls. Remember from KB Toy Tour was going out of business.
Okay, so
He bought the Beetle dolls with the
the
pinball
Yellow
machines.
Submarine.
I had
at
all
the time?
two sets.
Okay, yeah,
It was
Series
two
1 and Series 2.
Yes, I had. Yes.
Yeah.
And so it was nice. I mean, I had it for a long time. It was sitting in my basement doing nothing. I wasn't displaying it out in the house. So I said, I let it go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to.
And the Beetle dolls that you had, it wasn't from 1964, from when they first came out to America by Remco. These were the McFarlanes.
What I do have, though, is I never would sell. It's a Paul McCartney, like a plush doll. It's like
That was by Applause back in the day.
It has
Like the
yarn
yarnish
hair.
type
Yarn
of-
hair? Yeah, I have that from Rick Toy Store. Used to be in Somerville.
Okay.
And my wife bought it for me. My wife's deceased
Okay.
7 years, and so I would never sell
The
that.
name of the store was Crazy...
Rick's Toy Store.
Okay, Rick's, okay.
Yeah.
Because there was another one down
Crazy
there, too.
Joe's.
Crazy Joe's, yeah.
I knew Joe, too.
Okay.
I bought a Coke machine from him. And I resold it, but yeah.
Okay.
He was nice. Joe was a very nice guy,
Yeah, those dolls, anywhere, if you have with his base...
Yes.
Okay, then you're talking now about $125.
Yeah, I have
A piece on those,
You know,
They have the stand. The stand came with it.
It didn't have a stand.
Had an actual Beetle stand.
I didn't ever.
It was a metal stand with their little, platform that said the Beatles.
I don't think we ever got a stand when I first bought
Okay.
it. It never came with a stand. Maybe we didn't buy it, but I don't remember ever having a stand. It was just a loose doll.
All right, then you got ripped off. Then that's it.
Oh, the Spawn. I had Spawn. Yeah, but
Yeah, Spawn now. It's it's up and down. People still. I sell pieces here and there, like $10 a piece, $15 a piece.
Yeah, I had Cygor and the
Spawn.
Max. The Max was always cool.
Yeah.
And the one that came from what's the name of it? Had the two Izzes, the black and white one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was something exclusive had it. Do you remember? It was.
I'm like the encyclopedia.
The one out of business. I think they closed up, but they used to sell. They sold you the Max with two Izzes, the black one and the white one.
Yeah, I forget.
It was what's that toy store in New York? That famous one that was used in the movie.
Forbidden Planet?
No.
Toy Tokyo.
They got sold. They went bankrupt and got sold. FEO Schwartz.
Oh, okay.
Was FEO Schwartz exclusive?
That was exclusive. Okay. All right.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. So now you're talking, for that piece. It was like $50 back then.
Yeah.
So maybe now, maybe double now because that company's gone.
Well, the gentleman, again, I met him in Southbound Brooklyn. I forget his name. He had a whole wall of action toy figures, and he used to sell them, but he had bought a whole case of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to buy them by the case.
Oh yeah, because I have the Universal Monsters on my table now.
Yeah.
From Schwartz. It's
I want to get to
it's
your
a great
store.
item.
I want to get to take a minute. I'm going to have to go to your store and check it out because, like I said, I want to see what you guys have,
We're lazy. We're only open up Friday and Saturday.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Well, he has his own eBay store also.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have my own eBay store. That's 123 dash, like a minus kid, KID. And you can go through there, and you go through, crazytoyworld.com.
Yeah.
And you can, listen to us now. And you can also, reach me there, too.
So during the week, you're just out hunting, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm out hunting. I'm out hunting for something to eat and lounging, watching some great TV. And no, seriously, me and Jordan do go back on the road a lot. Off camera, yeah, and
The last big show was New York Comic Con.
Yeah, New York Comic Con, yes. Jordan had a nervous breakdown, and he's resting fine.
We've never
Valley Hospital.
He's
resting fine in Valley Hospital.
We wanted to go to Comic Con yet we haven't been there. It's one of our things we want to go to. We're going to try to get to one of them maybe next year.
Next year again. So you got to wait now until June, and then sweat it out to see how much the prices are to get in there. The prices.
That's what. Yeah.
Like vary from Thursday price, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
What do tickets have? Do you know what the tickets go for?
I know on the streets they were scalping them. I was out there, $250.
Oh, let's see.
Face value is, I think, between 40 and 60, depending on which day.
And they sell out pretty fast?
In hours. You got to get there fast.
I
you
heard,
can't buy
I
them
heard
online?
that their site,
But the same day they put them up, they're almost gone.
their New York Comic Con website crashed in 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's
They estimated 150,000 people that came in last week.
They say they beat San Diego.
Yeah. On Saturday, the word was out there saying that, the rumors were going around. He goes,
Well, I heard talk about action figures though. I heard on the other day on radio that they've made a deal with Robert Downey Jr. to do Iron Man for the second another Captain America, $40 million.
wow.
Yep, and they're making a new Ghostbusters with all female cast.
Okay.
And what's the other thing they're talking about doing? Making another Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton was willing to do it, but now supposedly it's going
He's
forward.
doing Birdman now.
Yeah, but he's doing another Beetlejuice.
Wow.
That's cool.
That should be, guys. That's what I've.
Now let me ask you: if they make new Flash toys, would you be interested in those?
Sure.
For the TV show ones?
Yeah.
Do you watch Arrow also?
I've seen a few episodes.
Because they're about to put out actual Arrow figures from the TV show. They showed them at New York Comic Con.
Oh, did they?
Beautiful, like this big, super detailed, and it's the same company that does Flash.
Well, what do you think they're going to do? What do you think Batman vs Superman's going to be with Ben Affleck? What do you think about that?
I'm supposed to answer. I'm supposed to give you the questions. I'm supposed to be interviewing you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, they're two superheroes. Why are they fighting each other? To me, it doesn't make sense. They should be buddies.
Maybe Superman is trying to get into Batman.
Yeah, but in the comic book, Flash raced Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm old school. I like Adam West. And
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Ward. Come on.
But the best movie Batman was Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, that's what I like.
And the best Superman movie was Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, all right, but I still like George.
George.
I like George Reeves.
No, that's for TV. But
Yeah,
the thing
TV,
about it is, when Christopher Reeve couldn't be Superman no more, his name was Brandon Roth. I think his name was. Right, yeah. He was a good Superman. He had a look like Christopher Reeves. I think he presented himself. I don't know why they replaced him.
And he's an Arrow now.
Is he?
He's a character in Arrow.
Really? And that's what I don't like about Captain America. They took Chris Evans from Fantastic Four and made him, Captain America. It's like there's another actors out there that did the part. It's like
I think
double dipping.
Superman 1 and 2, they got too corny with Superman 3.
Right.
With Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Can you think of any other famous actors who have done superhero roles twice, other than Chris Evans? He was the Human Torch and Captain America.
Yep.
And now you have Ben Affleck, who was Daredevil.
Yep.
And now he's about to be Batman. I mean, can you think of any other ones?
No.
It's hard to get into that club.
Yeah, but you remember something though? When they were first casting, was it Superman? They were saying who should be Superman. They had like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
They had all those people.
Oh, yeah.
They had all these people there up there, and then they were saying who's going to be Superman or who's going to be Batman. They had all these different people,
Well, Nicolas Cage and Tim Burton were going to do a Superman.
Fell through.
Yeah.
Right. Well, even when he did Ghost Rider, the first one was really good, Nicolas Cage. The second one,
Yeah, it gets corny
that was
again.
money. That was just give me some money, let me go home.
Yeah. Well, I still like it. How about Lois and Clark? I thought that was a good series.
I agree.
You like that, see? I thought Dean Cain was an
He
extraordinary
was
Superman.
I heard he was interviewed the other day. He was just interviewed on I think it was one of the New York stations. Interview on Friday. I heard him being interviewed at Thursday or Friday, and he was seems like a very down to earth guy. And he said, "Who's your favorite Superman?" He goes, "Me." He goes,
yeah.
But I never really watched the show.
I thought it was great.
No, I never really watched the show. It just wasn't
Smallville. I thought he played pretty good part.
Yeah.
And,
But there was supposed to be a transition where I think Dan Cain was going to be Superman on the movie theater, but it never materialized.
Yeah, he
after
went to,
what happened to Christopher Reeves.
what did he do? Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah.
He was
Christopher Reeve eventually appeared in Smallville as a doctor, like a scientist.
Oh yeah.
He was in his wheelchair because he
Yeah.
was sick. He was injured.
Well, he was from Princeton, New Jersey. Christopher Reeves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm down in again. I'm working for the company I work for, and I'm standing there at the Princeton Public Library, and this lady walks by, and it's Christopher Reeves' mother. And the gentleman goes, "Hi, Mrs. Reeves." And he goes, "Oh, yeah, it's Christopher Reeves." And you go up there, it's called the Nassau Inn.
Okay.
They have the Christopher Reeves suite. He was Princeton, New Jersey. Wow. Yeah, he was from Princeton. Yep. Spin Doctors from Princeton. Spin Doctors and Blues Traveler.
Okay.
Yeah, they're from Princeton. Yeah.
What other toys are you into?
I mean, we used to have some of the Batman toys. I don't remember what series it was.
Probably
from,
Kenner at the time.
Probably.
Yeah,
Because
because you're still young.
he
you know.
bought me them like every once in a while. I don't know
It's probably
exactly.
Kenner Dark Knight, the Legend series.
Do you
Right.
remember?
Ring a
Well,
bell?
it was the first. I think the first one was
Toy
the Dark
Biz.
Knight, right?
The Dark Knight was by
The
Kenner.
first Batman Michael Keaton stuff was
The first one was Toy Biz.
Toy Biz, right?
Okay, and that was the first line.
And then it was Batman Returns
Batman Returns
Right.
was Kenner line.
with the Penguin.
Yeah.
Like didn't I used to collect Spawn, but didn't what the McFarlane he made? So didn't he make for a while? He made the baseball figures too.
Oh yeah, he did the sport figures.
Did the
yeah,
sports figures,
Yeah,
right.
Kenner did the first starting
Right.
lineup figures,
And then McFarlane-
then McFarlane took it over.
Yeah.
He made them really look decent.
Because isn't that how he bought the baseball for $3 million? All the money he made off Spawn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He bought what's his face is
Mark McGuire's.
yeah Mark McGuire's ball, and then what?
But didn't what was I going to say about McFarlane? He didn't own the rights to the Max, right? He borrowed it, right? They didn't own the rights to the figure, the Max,
Yeah.
right? When they produced that, the Max, he didn't own the rights to that.
I think one of his best lines now are the movie Maniacs.
Yeah.
They always sell. From between Michael Myers and Jason.
Right. Oh, that was classic.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Leatherface.
Yeah.
That's a great line. And they still bring in big
Texas
money
Chainsaw
now.
Massacre, Leatherface.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So another company too is Mezco. They come out with their exclusive figures, and they all have it. Everybody has an exclusive figure or a Toy Fair figure.
Good question for you. If you had a time machine, right?
What time I'm going back?
What's your favorite toy to go back and get?
Probably because I grew up with. I tell you again, I'm a big Batman fan, so I'll be back in 1966. Two guys.
That's the year I was born, 1966.
Yeah, I'd be looking for.
Now, what's the guy's name who created Batman again? It was
Bob Crane.
Bob Crane. That's it. I couldn't think of it the other day. Bob Crane.
Good old Bob Crane. No.
Did you ever meet Stan Lee or any of those guys?
Yes, we did. We actually filmed with Stan Lee.
Did you?
At Kamikaze last year. He came in to our
Seems
booth.
like a nice guy. Seems like a really nice guy. He's always in his.
I flew in. I jumped in with my Superman cape and I put my arms around him. Yeah. Yeah, and then I had to take off because I wasn't supposed to be there, and they said, "All right, Steve, take care," and I flew off, and you see me go up in the air.
When
You see me
when the first Superman came out after Christopher Reeves was injured, and with Christian Roth, and I took my boys to see the movie, and there's this gentleman there with a cape, and we're in the movie theater. I'm going, and I just kept looking around, going, I'm Superman. And he couldn't get it. I turn around like this, and you look around like this. He couldn't get it. I just go going, I'm Superman. And I was actually making fun of him.
I know, yeah. Because he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
So.
He created Spider-Man.
Yeah, so. Hey, I'm trying to think. Did they ever make figures for Gigantor? Remember the cartoon Gigantor?
60s did. Like the Japanese market did.
Yeah, Japanese market.
Yeah.
That was one of
the big one is Godaken by Bandai. That came out in 1984, 85, and the price range on it's T28. That's what they call it back in Japan. It's anywhere between 15 to maybe 20,000.
Really?
Yeah, it's all die-cast.
Oh yeah.
It's
Have you found stuff like that in people's homes? Or?
No, but I know that somebody has one, and he still waves in front of my face. He's like, it's a Gigantor, and I grew up with Gigantor.
So did
too.
I. I remember watching the Gigantor.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Like on Speed Racer.
Yeah. Speed Racer.
The 60s had the great cartoons, and it's just insane of the toys that Japan made that we didn't get to see over here.
Yeah.
And now being on the road, with Toy Hunter show, and I get a chance to see some of the toys from Europe, and
You must travel a lot all year round, huh?
Yeah. I always drive Jordan everywhere, except we're flying, and but it's a lot of fun on the road with him.
Well, I will say it was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And it was really I really enjoyed our conversation.
Yeah.
And man, your world of knowledge is great, man. You know, I wish I had more stuff. I had brought more stuff in to show you.
Well,
but
my head's always spinning anyway with knowledge and toy. Anybody that comes up to me, they're like, again today, somebody just came out of the blue. They had this, Secret Wars piece, and they're waving in front of me. They're like, Steve, what should I pay for this? I'm like, $50. He goes, that's what I said. It's 50. I'm like, I go, what are you calling me for?
Well, see, when I used to change water meters, and I'll do it when I take water samples now, and I used to go in people's homes, and I used to. I mean, wasn't nosy, but I was looking around because I used to collect pinball machines. I had 9 pinball machine Coke machines. I was always looking, but I never really looked for toys,
Yeah.
But I was always looking for like the oddity things, like
I
the
started
clocks.
off with baseball cards, and I tell you, the story is always the same thing. I go to a garage sale, buying baseball cards. What do I see in the side of the garage in the box? Was all the old Migos and G.I. Joes, and she was selling them. The woman was nice, and to this day, I love that story. It's just I always talk about it. And she goes, give me $20, and I couldn't care. I'm like, here's $20 right away for this whole box of loose Migos and Joes, because it just brought back memories of buying G.I. Joes back in back in the '60s.
That's what I had. G.I. Joes. I had myself.
The Migos, I couldn't care less. But I'm like, you know what? They're superheroes. Batman was in there. Batgirl was in there. Who else? Riddler was in there. The Bat-Cycle that you don't see now. Migo Bat-Cycle on the card, or, usually it's in a little cardboard box. It's probably, several $100s now. And these Migo dolls are getting, now they released them again. Right. Between Adam West and Burt Ward, they came out with their own Batman figures, 8-inch figures.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. They're like a retro Migo figure. And they look great again, and they're out in all different comic book stores. Like I don't know if they're hitting Toys R Us or anything like that yet, but Diamond exclusive. They're from the Diamond magazine.
Yes, I'm always looking for like Flash figures. That was my Barry Allen. I'm all the big.
See, that's Warner Brothers, man. You got that's all online. Every once in a while, maybe you'll see one pop up again, like in the stores. But Warner Brothers owns that now.
Years ago, there used to be a toy store on Route 18. I forget the name of it, and I had got a Migo. It was a Flash
Charlesworth.
Charlesworth. Is that what it was called? Charlesworth?
Yeah. Charlesworth. Yeah. Charlesworth had a lot of old stock. KB before KB it was called Toy Works.
It was called Lionel Kitty City. Remember
that? But that was a whole new chain.
It used to be on Edison. We used to go there. That was a good toy store.
That was a chain. That was like
that's
like a KB chain.
Yeah.
And then years ago, when you go around Christmas time, Rickles was your home center store.
Right, Rickles.
And Channels had a section of toys. And they would get Migos, you get Micronauts in there, you get, a little bit leftover stock from the 70s. Could be Evel Knievel would show up in there.
Right. Did you see now they're offering the exclusive Hess-Truck online?
Okay. For this year. Hess is out of business.
Hess sold all their stations.
Yeah.
They sold the refinery down here in Jersey. They sold the refinery.
But the gas is still going, I think, right?
They're still making gas, but they're probably reselling it.
Yeah.
But they sold their refinery. They sold all their stations.
Yeah, the trucks are all gone.
But they're supposed to make the last trucks. They're not going to make no more trucks. But there's one this year is an exclusive. The guy has got one here.
Okay.
You have to buy it online, and they're numbered.
Got one here, actually.
And they're numbered.
How much?
It's a tanker. He said he's selling it for $100.
Okay.
I don't know what he wants. And it has no tanker inside of it, the original tanker inside of it. Yeah, but they're all numbered where they come with a letter of authenticity.
I'll have to take a look at it.
They're
Numbered.
Numbered.
Once I go back in.
There are only so many they're selling. Yeah, because I used to work at Hess when I was pumped gas there, and the owners
Where?
Summerall Circle.
Oh, okay. Because I know buddies up in Bogota.
Yeah,
Steve.
And they met Leon Hess. Leon Hess used to own the Jets.
Oh yeah.
So but he had cases and cases of trucks. I mean, the owner of the station down his basement.
Well, years ago, I had a buddy that worked in there, and only the big suppliers would get the gold truck at the time.
Yeah.
Like would come out. Their best customers would get the gold truck.
Well, we sold a tank. We sold a tank of load of gas a day. We got a tank of gas a day. That's how much gas we sold at our station.
So you did a lot of truck driving for different companies then, right? During the years? Because you did plastic.
Well, I drove for a steel company and a plastic, but there I used to pump gas.
Oh, okay.
That was when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, but the gentleman owned the station. He's deceased now, but he had used to buy cases of trucks and keep them himself.
Yeah, at Christmas time they would have their big Hess party.
I remember when I was younger than him, I used to get them. I was like Aaron's age. I used to get my father used to buy me a Hess truck.
Yeah, what were they going for back then? Like $7-8?
Yeah,
with the batteries. With the batteries. Yeah, now the last time it was like $29.
Yeah, it's amazing how things are just skyrocketed.
I know that.
I remember looking in. It was the Toy Shop magazine, the big one. Remember the big one?
Oh yeah.
And a guy had head trucks. And $500 here, $100 here, and and that's where I saw the Turbo Man doll for $200. I said, yeah. We went to Route 18 Flea Market, and the guy had one. I was like, because my son Christopher really wanted it. I'm going to buy it, But I was telling him that, and finally I went back to Walmart, and there it was. Right? It was a Walmart exclusive toy. It was a Turbo Man doll. Remember the movie Jingle All the Way?
Yeah.
And like I said, that's how I met. Well, that's why I started the conversation with Mr. Mark McKenna and his house. But it's amazing how everything goes around.
That still brings in decent money now, Turbo Man. Yeah. It's got to be at least like $150 for that toy.
Yeah. I think it was like $29 some, $30 then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good toy.
Yep. Well, I want to say thank you for taking time with us and talking with us.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Andy. Cool. All righty. Thank you. Again, I'm always available on Friday and Saturdays at Hollywood Heroes Galleries, and that's at 7 Bergen Street, Westwood, New Jersey. And our hours are from 12 o'clock to 6. So, if it's a heavy day there, then we'll stay even a little bit longer. So that's a wrap now, man. You know what? I'm starting to hear this jingle music going on, so I gotta go, baby. And you never know where I'm gonna be next, and maybe you come to your town soon. Take care, babe. Bye.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time at Crazy Toy World with Steve Savino.
Don't forget to submit questions and comments. Some will be used on future Q&A episodes. You can reach Steve at sas22063 at AOL.com or at stevetoyhunter@yahoo.com, or visit Steve's Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Steven.Savino.1. And don't forget to visit Steve's eBay store at www.ebay.com/USR/123-KID. You can listen to and reach this show at our website, www.crazytoyworld.com, at our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/crazytoyworld, on YouTube at www.youtube.com/crazytoyworld. Follow the Crazy Toy World Twitter feed at www.twitter.com/crazytoyworld. Crazy Toy World is hosted by Steve Savino, produced by Carlos Perron, and is a production of Geek Fest Rants. Copyright 2014, all rights reserved.